girls and gals. This is Little Bit here at MonsterCon. GVTV spent a day out at MonsterCon. In its second year, this event is put on by NDG Productions and was held at the Wonderland of the Americas in San Antonio.
I cut 'em and got 'em.
We had a great time chatting with the locals, seeing some awesome costumes worn by folks of all ages, as well as getting the opportunity to speak with not only some horror icons, but some up-and-comers to the genre as well.
We did it with no budget, no celebrities, and we pulled in a few thousand people last year.
I caught up with Lila, one of the MonsterCon production partners, and she took a moment to not only explain the emphasis behind the event, but also gave us an idea of the behind-the-scenes work that goes into putting on a horror-themed convention in San Antonio.
A MonsterCon is actually a free family event. It got started last year, was our first one. Basically, we'd gone up to Dallas, and me and her were talking in the store, me and Lori, and I had mentioned to her, well, why can't we do anything like this in San Antonio? Why do we always have to go to Dallas? Why do we always have to go to Austin? Why doesn't San Antonio have anything like this here? And we just got to talking about it, and we went to the mall, and Wonderland Mall of Americas got great support from them. They said, let's give it a shot. Let's see what we can do with it. So they gave us the whole mall and said, bring us the people, see what let's see if this is worth it. And that's basically how it got started.
All the guests I spoke with really enjoyed not only the crowds that turned out to meet them, but also the hard work put in by the event staff.
I've been having a terrific time. I've been talking to the fans, I have been signing autographs, and I have been hanging out and being creeped out by a lot of people who look like you.
I love it. It's great, man, in the mall.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's pretty cool.
Parrish Randall echoed those sentiments about loving the crowd turnout, in addition to expressing a lot of love for Texas-based horror fans and making genre-based movies here in the Lone Star State.
Oh, I think it's been absolutely fantastic. I mean, the fans are turning out in like masses, and it illustrates once more that, horror fans are global, but I'll tell you, Texas is a horror-loving state, and I've told people a lot. I'm lucky as an actor to work all over the U.S., but there's something about doing a Texas-based horror film like Circus of the Dead. I don't know, when you make a film in Texas, there's just an atmosphere and a feeling you cannot duplicate anywhere else. But the horror fans here, it's like they absolutely love their genre. And I grew up in Texas, so I'm partial, and love the genre myself, since I was a kid.
I talked to Victor Miller, writer of the original Friday the 13th.
Did you realize all these many years later that it would be something that would become so iconic and associated with the horror genre or anything like that?
No, I had done a couple of movies with Sean beforehand, very nice family films, because America kept saying they want nice family films. They lied. And so those films didn't make any money at all. So when Sean said, let's make a horror film, I said, fine, but I assumed that it would just be like the other ones. Nothing has been a bigger surprise to me than the fact that you and I are sitting here in 2013 in San Antonio, Texas, talking about a movie I wrote in the summer of 1979 in Stratford, Connecticut.
So the number one question I have for you, and it's actually coming from our cameraman, Alex, back there,
Yep.
is he has always wondered where or how y'all decided to use the sound in the movie.
Fortunately, I can answer that because I am a very close friend of Harry Manfredini's. And Harry Manfredini wrote the music for Friday the 13th. And basically, he told me one time that he took a line from the screenplay, which was when Betsy Palmer vocalizes her son crying, "Kill her, Mommy, kill her. Kill her, Mommy, kill her." He said he went to the a triplexer or whatever and said those lines into the thing, and so it doubled on itself. It went, mama, mama, mama. And so that's what's going on that in that track, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's become iconic.
Did you know when you were originally playing the part of Leatherface that you would become such? Did you feel like it would be iconic? Did you feel like it would be a lasting impression on people when you were working on it?
No, really not. I don't think any of us knew what we had. I mean, we all had hopes for the movie, but, you know, I thought about it when we were filming, you know, how do I measure the success of this movie? What has to happen for me to think it a big, big success? And the most I could hope for was that 5 years down the road, there would be a few hardcore fans that remembered it. I just couldn't imagine more than that. So I don't think any of us had any inkling that it would become as big as it was, or simply said the other way, that it would be as good as it turned out to be.
I spoke to Leatherface himself, Gunnar Hansen, about becoming a horror movie icon and what it was like filming in his signature costume for such long days.
The problem was it was just sweltering under the mask. Right. And they had this rule, which is you can't take his mask off unless it's a 15-minute break or longer. And every break is 5 minutes, even if it lasts an hour. And I'd go to the makeup woman and say, Dottie, you got to take this mask off. And she'd say, it's a 5-minute break. And I said, yeah, an hour ago it was a 5-minute break. And they just wouldn't take it off unless it was officially 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Director Casey Crowe took a moment to tell us about his short film Clagger and the effort he and his team are putting in to promote the movie and gain some traction as they prepare to turn it into a full-length flick.
Clagger is a movie that I wrote and directed in 2010. It's a short film, but it's been screening in the United States, it's been screening in Europe. We're getting really good reaction from it. People are telling us we should expand it into a feature-length motion picture. So we're here at MonsterCon today. We're meeting people face-to-face with horror fans, and basically we want to see if there's people that would be willing to support us and help us make our movie.
Billy Blair spoke of how much fun he had working on Machete Kills with Robert Rodriguez and Danny Trejo.
Taco time.
Danny Trejo. Machete Kills.
It was cool. Meeting the stars, of course, you know. Try not to get, you know, starstruck on set. But it's real cool. I mean, Danny treats you at home. You know, he knows your name. You're comfortable. You're there with Robert. He shoots real fast. Really exciting. Especially a cult classic film. Yeah.
MonsterCon is quickly becoming a wonderful and affordable family-friendly event for fans of the horror genre to enjoy. Be sure to check it out when it returns for 2014.